The Prime Minister has made clear we seek a stable relationship with China. We'll cooperate where we can. We will disagree where we must, and we will engage in our national interest.
澳洲外交部长黄英贤20日访问中国前，与澳洲总理艾班尼斯在坎培拉举行记者会。现场记者聚焦中共的胁迫性贸易手段和人权问题，询问澳洲政府的态度。
Reconsidering its WTO action against China on barley and wine, and would you prefer that this issue is resolved via discussion rather than arbitration?
We have said on the issue of the impediments to trade between Australia and China that it is in Australia's interest to export more to China.
2018年，澳洲政府为了防范中共间谍，全面禁止华为与中兴通讯参与5G 网络建设，并在 COVID-19 疫情爆发时，要求对中国进行议员独立调查，引起中共实施贸易报复手段，对澳洲多种商品征高额关税，澳中关系降到冰点。路透社报道，黄英贤这趟前往北京，将与中共外长王毅会谈，试图解决中共的贸易壁垒，并关切遭中国关押的2名澳洲籍人士。华裔记者程磊与民主运动人士杨恒军。
We will continue to press for both consular access, which is important, but also for Dr. Young and Cheng Lei to be reunited with their families.
黄英贤预计在北京访问2天，外界预测可能无法立即给澳中关系带来立即性的突破。澳洲维吾尔唐日塔格妇女协会会长查尼雪夫则说，如果他去那里握手又像往常一样开放生意，那真的非常非常令人失望。新航亚太电视高秉莹、张瑞珍综合报道。
据日本自民党外交部门19日公开的保护卫士报告显示，日本也有2处中共海外警察站点，一处在东京，是由中国福建省福州市公安局所设立的；另一处位置不明的地点是由江苏省南通市公安所设置的据点。日本外务省已经透过外交渠道向中共抗议，强调如果有任何侵犯日本主权的行为，是绝对无法接受的。中共“一带一路”在印尼的指标计划亚万高铁日前发生工程列车出轨，造成2名中国工人死亡及4人受伤。当局下令暂时停工，以调查事故原因。印尼国会议员向中央社表示，亚万高铁公安事故多，要求政府必须重新审查这项计划。美国贸易代表戴奇表示，美国需要制定更广泛的战略方法，而不只是狭隘地订定防御性关税，来应对中共所造成对全球经济的扭曲20年。前美国贸易代表莱特海泽则呼吁，美中经济逐步进行脱钩，不能回避关于中共的真相。他认为，白宫需要改变对华政策，而美国需要改变与中国做生意的方式。过去几年里，美国已成为全球原油出口大国，但自2战以来，出口量从未超过进口量。有分析师表示，俄罗斯入侵乌克兰刺激美国能源新需求，如果页岩油加速增产，预计到明年底，美国石油出口将高过进口。新唐亚太电视整理报道。
Recently, the COVID pandemic broke out in many places in China as the situation in Hangzhou City, Zhejiang Province, flared out of control. As a result, positive cases increased and pharmacies were full of people. At the same time, Hangzhou is still setting up quarantine points and hundreds of citizens have been locked up for a week, but they have not yet been issued a positive certificate by authorities. Many mixed tests give positive results, and people must pay for a single-tube nucleic acid retests at their own expense. On December 17th, a media channel called Zhe Yi Shou posted a video that read, "The pandemic in Hangzhou has gone out of control. The number of infections has increased. Nucleic acid sampling points in the hospital are full. People are lining up at midnight in the rain to take nucleic acid tests, and a lot of people are buying medicine in pharmacies. The health system is completely collapsed." Hospitals' emergency departments were informed to cancel the 48-hour negative certificate. Major shopping malls in Hangzhou were empty. A video shows that many citizens who tested positive when using a mixed tube were detected in Hangzhou for several days. These citizens lined up day and night to redo the test using a single-tube nucleic acid test at their own expense. In some places, people had to wait for 6 hours. Looking at the long line of positive people, some citizens helplessly said, "Since when are there so many people? Even though it was free testing before, there were not so many people." Another said, "You can't imagine how long the line is. This is a line of people with yellow health codes. You can't see the end of the line." In another video at Sir Run Run Shah Hospital in Hangzhou, there was a long line of people holding umbrellas, waiting in the rain to take nucleic acid tests. People did not dare to go out when the pandemic broke out in Hangzhou. As a result, shopping malls that were always crowded with people are now empty. The subway was also empty without a single person. Now the crowded places are primarily nucleic acid testing points and pharmacies. In pharmacies, many people scramble to buy cold medicine. A man sighed, "Too many people, all come to buy medicine." According to Vision Times on this issue, a citizen in Hangzhou said, "Hangzhou has already started to have an outbreak. My sister's school has a lot of positive cases. My child's kindergarten has a positive parent. To continue attending class, the school requires the children to take nucleic acid tests 3 times in 3 days. Another netizen said, "A few days ago, my friend in Hangzhou said that 1 in 10 people tested positive." On December 17th, citizen G17419 posted a video saying that a man in Hangzhou had been locked since December 9th. The Pandemic Prevention and Control Agency did not issue a nucleic acid report and could not prove that he was a positive patient. This quarantine has become a means for the Chinese regime to maintain stability and control whoever they want. A video shows a man saying that this large apartment in Hangzhou currently has about 100 people locked up. The Hangzhou City Authority subsidizes the place from about $29 to $43, 200 to 300 yuan per person per day. The whole country has lifted the lockdown, but there are hundreds of people locked up here. The man said, "None of the quarantine people here got their own nucleic acid report. They still do nucleic acid tests, but don't get nucleic acid reports." Then a man asked an anti-pandemic worker, "On what basis have you locked us up? If you can't give our positive reports now, you're always involved in illegal detention." This man also told the anti-pandemic staff that he reported the matter to the police. Furthermore, he asked the staff to show the positive nucleic acid test result certificates of everyone in the quarantine point with the official seal of the health committee. If not, he will send this video to the Central Propaganda Department, Xinhua News Agency, People's Daily, and all relevant official media. As reported by Zhejiang News on December 4th, except for special places such as nursing homes, welfare institutes, primary and secondary schools, and kindergartens, Hangzhou people no longer need to be checked for a negative nucleic acid test certificate. Furthermore, they are not required to scan a location code when going to public places or taking the subways, buses, or other public transport. In addition, citizens purchasing 4 medicines, antipyretic, cough, antiviral, antibiotic, through pharmacies no longer require nucleic acid test results and test promotion codes.
All hydro-generating units of the Baihetan hydropower station in southwest China went fully operational on Tuesday. The Baihetan hydropower station is the world's second largest in terms of total installed capacity, second only to the Three Gorges Dam project in the central Chinese province of Hubei. The hydropower station, straddling the provinces of Yunnan and Sichuan, is located on the Jinsha River, the upper section of the Yangtze River. It transmits electricity from the resource-rich west to energy-consuming regions in the east. Baihetan has a total installed capacity of 16 million kilowatts. It is equipped with 16 hydro-generating units, each with a capacity of 1 million kilowatts, the largest single-unit capacity in the world.
After the Chinese Communist Party, CCP, eased its COVID restrictions last week, China has seen a surge in COVID cases across the country. Recently, many doctors and nurses infected with COVID still need to get back on the job. In addition, the death of a young medical student in China on December 15th sparked concerns about the strain on the nation's healthcare system. According to health experts, China's abrupt loosening of strict COVID restrictions is likely to increase severe cases in the upcoming months. Hospitals in major cities are already showing signs of strain. As China News Asia reported, the top medical college in Chengdu, a city in China's southwest, said on Thursday that a 23-year-old graduate student who had complained of feeling sick following a shift the day before had passed away from a heart attack. The news outlet, The Paper, reported that the hospital claimed the student died due to a cardiac condition. However, internet posts claimed that the student had been working for days despite having a persistent fever. The hospital had rejected the accusations. The West China School of Medicine did not link his death to COVID or any underlying health conditions. Some internet users also questioned if the student, surnamed Chen, had contracted COVID while working. The tragedy triggered anger over the working conditions for doctors in China. As the outbreak spreads, more students are sent to work in frontline clinical settings due to a lack of staff. In the past 2 weeks, protests have broken out in medical schools and hospitals all around China. Medical students on the front lines of the COVID pandemic asked for better pay and protection from the disease. The South China Morning Post verified that some of the demonstrators' requests were met by school administrators in Nanjing, Jiangsu Province, to the east, and Wuhan, Hubei Province, in the center of China. In several videos circulated online, these medical students protested with the slogans like "equal pay for equal work" and "anyone who wants to return home should return home."